Hey guys, what's up? It's Charlie here, and today we're going to be looking at 10 things hotel maids will never tell you. So, we all go to hotels every now and then, and when we do, we often expect first class service. But what really goes on behind the scenes of a hotel? Well, here are confessions from hotel maids that they will never tell you. Before we get into it, why not subscribe and press the notification bell too. Coming in at number 10, we have Facebook. So when you go to a hotel, you likely look up a lot about the hotel. You'll look at reviews, star ratings, the amenities, and much more. But it turns out the hotel staff may be doing the exact same thing to you. When you walk into a hotel, there's lots of strangers working there. But these strangers might know more about you than you may think. Of course, when you book a hotel room, you have to give your information to them. Well, some hotel staff have admitted to looking up their guests on Facebook and social medias. This mostly happens in high-end expensive hotels to customize experiences. Using Facebook, you can see what people like and don't like, and customize their hotel experience based on that. It's kind of creepy, but at least that gives you a better hotel experience. What's even more surprising is they can see who you're married to on Facebook. So if you show up in a hotel room with a different man or woman, they know if you're having an affair. Not only that, some hotel staff have admitted to looking up their guests who they find attractive. So if you get a mysterious Facebook message from the guy who just brought your bags up to your room, don't be surprised. Next up is ice bucket. So one thing every hotel has is an ice bucket. It can be very nice, and you may think you're living a luxurious life putting your drink in a bucket of ice. But just make sure you use the plastic bag that comes with ice buckets. Most people toss that plastic bag out, but here's why you shouldn't. According to hotel workers, ice is not the only thing that's been stored in those buckets. Of course, in hotel rooms, there's often a lot of parties. And when people drink too much and feel sick, the ice bucket often becomes the puke bucket. It's pretty nasty, but it's true. Not only that, the ice buckets are not cleaned very well. They're often just rinsed underwater. That would be fine if there was only ice being stored in there, but because people's vomit has been in there, you may want to give it a deeper clean. Also, hotels do not thoroughly clean hotel room glasses, so I recommend you use disposable cups rather than the hotel glasses. Hotel maids have admitted to simply wiping the glasses down or rinsing them under the tap. This isn't the case at all hotels. For example, higher-end hotels likely do replace the glasses. But the scary fact is, you can never be sure. Next up is naps. So it's no secret that hotel maids are often very tired and run down. Working in a hotel is incredibly demanding, and you're also not paid a lot of money, so many hotel maids work overtime and do long shifts. While in most jobs, there's no place for you to lay down and take a nap. But when you work in a hotel, you're literally surrounded by comfortable beds. Well, that's why many maids have actually admitted to sleeping in the hotel beds. According to hotel maids, when they get larger rooms, they're given more time to clean it. They'll then try and clean it very quickly and even cut corners in some places so they can take a quick nap. I mean, who could resist those big luxury king-size beds? Not only that, one maid said after taking a nap in some of the rooms, they then used the room's bathroom to freshen up. Maids are only supposed to use the maid's bathroom and are not supposed to sleep in the beds, but I guess rules are made to be broken. Next up, we have mini fridge. So we all know the one rule of hotels is don't open the mini fridge. That is because it is insanely expensive, and chances are you'll become homeless if you use it too much. From a $10 bag of M&Ms to a $15 bottle of tiny whiskey, the mini fridge is to be avoided, but not just because of the prices. According to hotel maids, many of these products are near expired. Because it's very rare people use the hotel minibar, oftentimes the products are actually expired. Also, some hotels have been known to not thoroughly check the mini fridge. In one instance, someone bought a bottle of vodka only to realize it had been opened and drank. The previous guest had then simply refilled it with water. That way they didn't have to foot the $20 bill for a tiny bottle of vodka. This is something only very eagle-eyed hotel maids would spot. And seeing as hotel workers seem to be too busy napping and looking you up on Facebook, good luck with that. Next up is fashion show. The main thing people pack when they take a trip and stay in a hotel is of course clothes. If you're going somewhere laid back like the beach, then you may take shorts and t-shirts. But if you're going on a business trip or going to a swanky resort, then you may want to take more luxurious clothing. Women may take very expensive dresses, and men may pack very stylish shirts and classy suits. Most of the time hotel rooms have bureaus and closets to place all your clothes in. But maybe you should think twice about leaving your very expensive clothes in your hotel room. The reason why is because some maids have admitted to actually trying on people's clothing. One hotel maid says they only do this with very high-end customers. They say they just can't resist trying on those Gucci flip-flops or that Versace robe. So next time you stay at a hotel, maybe ditch that expensive suit and throw in an old bowling shirt. Or if you really want to shock the hotel staff, don't bother to pack any clothes whatsoever. Next up is rude revenge. If you show up to a hotel without wearing any clothes, this is probably what you're gonna get. One thing that everyone knows is that being polite will get you very far in life, but being rude often makes your life worse. This is especially true for people who are doing you a service. For example, you wouldn't be rude to a waiter as you wouldn't want to get spit on your food, and you wouldn't be rude to a hairdresser, otherwise you may end up with a cut like this. Well, not everyone realizes it, but the same goes for hotels. You should always be polite to hotel staff, because if you don't, you may pay the price. Maybe you're a rude person, or you might just be having one of those days. One maid confessed to using a shower towel to clean a bathroom floor. They then folded that shower towel and put it back in the bathroom for the same guest to use. Another hotel maid was sure to not clean up any of a patron's messy clothing. And one hotel receptionist even confessed to downgrading a rude guest to a worse room. So make sure you're nice to hotel guests, because they pretty much control your life while you're in the hotel. Next up is dirty sheets. When we get into a hotel, we love jumping into a nice clean bed. But it turns out that bed isn't always nice or clean. More specifically, the sheets are not always cleaned. Many hotel mates have admitted to simply reusing the same old bed sheets someone slept in the night before. Many newspaper journalists have done exposés on this in various hotels. The journalists simply spray special liquid on the sheets which can only be found with a UV light. They then return the next day checked in under a new name, and lo and behold, the same stain is still there. Hotel maids say if the sheets look new, they'll simply keep them there as is. This may even buy enough time for them to take a nap. Don't be surprised if they simply straighten up the sheets rather than changing them if they look okay. But if you think that's bad, then you should check out the blankets that are laid over the bed. These are often not cleaned for weeks and sometimes even months. So when you get into a hotel room, the first thing you should do is remove that blanket. Next up is seats. So when it comes to hotels, most of the time people sit in their beds. But sometimes if you don't want to do that, or if you have company, it can be nice to use some of the hotel seats. Well, according to hotel maids, you should think twice before using the hotel's sofas and chairs. Well, according to hotel maids, these chairs and sofas absolutely never get cleaned. Unless there's a visible stain, these sofas will not be washed whatsoever. That may not sound bad, but hotel maids say that food, drinks, and also people without any clothes sit on these sofas. You might want to think twice before resting your head on that nice couch. Even if a visible stain gets on one of these sofas, it's usually just touched with a damp cloth until the stain disappears. If you think your sofas at home aren't that clean with just you living there, then imagine thousands of people using the same sofas for who knows what. Next up is Money Speaks. You may think that the only people who get VIP treatment in hotels are celebrities. But the truth is that in a hotel, money speaks. If a guest is more rich, then they're deemed a top dog by the hotel staff. This is because these people bring in a lot more money than the average Joe. Maids always try and clean VIP rooms. This is because those rich people tend to leave a big tip for the maids. Not only that, rich guests often leave very expensive things behind. These valuables are often picked up by the maids and they get to keep them. Just imagine being a maid and finding a lost diamond ring under the bed. And the best part is, because some of those guests are so rich, they don't even call back to try and retrieve their lost items. Next up is Take a Look. So you may think in the hotel room you have a level of privacy, but when maids come into your room to clean, do you think they have blinders on? On the contrary, they actually take a look through many of your things. Maids have admitted to opening up suitcases and checking out what their guests own. They also look in the hotel cupboards and check out any medications and interesting ointments you may or may not have. In some cases, guests have even reported hotel staff going on their laptops. So if you have any embarrassing tabs open on your laptop, I suggest you close them before leaving your laptop alone in your hotel room. It's not guaranteed, but you never know who may or may not be looking. Check out the poll in the top right corner to vote for the most shocking maid's confession on this list. If you guys want more amazing videos, then check out my second channel. There'll be a link to that on screen in a moment. But as always, thanks for watching. Check out some more videos on screen right now. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Top 10s.